welcome back to Keeping Up with Miss Electra. And today I'm decorating my Christmas tree for 2017. And I'm so excited. I'm going to show you some tricks this year, how I'm decorating my tree and my process of decorating the tree to make it look professional as possible, to make it look like, wow, your tree looks really pretty. To make your tree look like, you know, when you walk in a department store or you walk in like Pier 1 and their trees are so pretty and professional. You want to wow your guests and you want to wow your family and you want to wow yourself too. So I'm going to link down below my last year 2016 Christmas tree, how I decorated that one. Maybe you want those ideas better. So, and that video did really, really well. If you want to view my last year's video, just go to the link down below and view that video, because maybe there's some tips in there that you like instead of these tips today. All right. So I'm going to start decorating my Christmas tree, and I'm going to bring you guys along and give you some tips here and there so you can get your Christmas tree looking professional as possible. Okay, so before we start, I'm going to take the tree outside so I can start putting snow on it, fake snow. Okay, so I'm going to use the Santa Snow. They say this is like the best one out there. I've seen the reviews, so this is what I'm going to use. And I took my tree outside, but you can leave it inside. If you have your tree inside, just make sure you have like plastic in the bottom so it won't go all over your floor. All right, so you saw right there I started shaking the can. Make sure you shake the can really well. And then, and plus my tree is, it gets apart. It's like 3 different parts, so that's great. So I start spraying the branches. You could just do the tips. I think I was going more for just the tips. So spray the tips. See, it looks really good. Okay, so I brought my tree in. It was a little messy, but it's okay. So I brought the tree in. I think it looks good. There's some spots I want to spray. Maybe I'll do that inside. So, yeah. So this is how it looks. I like it. It looks like it's real snow on it. Okay, so you're going to need a ladder or a step stool or whatever you have that you can reach high up. That's important. All right, so this year I bought this galvanized tree collar from Crate & Barrel. So that tree skirt I had last year for that buffalo check. I'm going to put my Christmas tree in this corner. Last year I had it, you know, by the fireplace, but I'm going to do it this year at this corner. All right, so get your base. And another trick is if you put a tree skirt, you know, without the collar, underneath the tree skirt, you can stuff it with like paper to make it look like kind of like elevated and fluffy. You know, that's one of the tricks. And there's Daisy. Hi, Daisy. Hey, yeah, so that's a trick. Underneath your tree skirt, you can stuff it with anything like bubble wrap or like paper that you get from anywhere, even newspaper. Just fill it up and it makes it look really, really nice. It just fluffs it up. All right, so that's one tip. So as you know, I wanted to buy a flock tree this year, but I didn't really want to spend the money. So what I did is I flocked it myself. I actually did it outside, but you can do it inside. Just put some kind of old rags or like a drop cloth in the bottom and you can spray, you know, and keep it away from the wall because it can go on the wall. But it doesn't stick. You can remove it. You know, wash it off. So that's what I did. I think it came out good. So I flocked it. You know, there is fallout, but this is how it came out. I like it. So you got to flock your tree. Let it dry for at least 24 hours before you put the ornament. First step is you put your skirt. You put your tree in the base, whatever base you're going to use, whatever tree skirt. You know, make sure it's by an outlet or have extension cords. And the next thing what I do, I fluff it. It's already fluffed, and then I flocked it. So after you fluff it, you're going to do the top. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'm going to go now and fix the top of the tree. So let me show you right now what I got for the top of the tree. Okay, so right here I have my star. I think I bought this from Target. So you need your star or anything you could put on the top. People are so creative. They do so many things. Big bows, you know, hats, anything you want. So I got these from Hobby Lobby. Ooh, stuck to that. With snow. This is gonna go on the top. I'm gonna make like, I'm gonna put this on the top to give it like a stately, you know, kind of like a centerpiece up there. And then I got some rustic wood. These are like little birch, I know, these are little like branches from Hobby Lobby. They came in a bundle. They're gonna go up there too. All right, so these I'm going to put on the top now. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Okay, so this is how the top of the Christmas tree looks. I had to zoom it in because the lighting wasn't that good, but you got the idea. So this is how it looks up here. I think it looks so pretty. You know, you could put whatever you want on the top. You could put like a hat, a bow. So this is a close-up. So after you do your top, you don't have to do all this fancy stuff, but if you want to make it look professional, I advise that you put something, it doesn't have to be as much as this. It could just be twigs. So yeah, you can see that in my last year's video. I just show you, I just put twigs. All right, and this is the star. So now to the next step. I'm gonna put these twigs in there. And plus these twigs, if you have any kind, you can have glittery ones. It doesn't have to be like so rustic. You can go in and like put them in the tree too, like this. I'm not gonna do it, but this is one option. You can go and start putting twigs in, you know, all around the tree. So these are gonna go up there. So I'm gonna put these up right now. Okay, so I put the twigs in. It makes it, give it more like a rustic-y feel. If you guys can see it, I know it's hard to see. So that's just an extra, you know, detail. The top is looking really good. Okay, so the next step is picks. If you have like picks, something like this. I have all these different kind of picks. I don't know which ones I'm gonna use, but this is the step that I do now. Like, you know, big flowers like this, anything pick. You know, sometimes they have like little like Santa Claus hats or they have snowman hats. You can go and put all that stuff in right now. So I'm gonna do my picks right now. And always step, you know, back, look at it and see if you like it. And you know, if you don't, you change it up. You know, whatever looks nice to the eye. All right, I'm gonna start putting my picks in. Okay, so now I put the picks. I'm gonna give you a close look. So you see right here, I put the picks and it made it look even more snowier. So I love how they came out. I like these pine cones. All right, so now we can add more picks. I'm going to put these flowers and these picks and then these picks that have the plaid, which are really, really pretty. So here's the plaid flowers, the burlap. So it's coming along. So I have some cotton stems and some antlers. So I'm gonna try to use this, see if they look nice. So yeah. I'm going to show you right now a few ways how I do my ribbons. Scissors. I advise sharp scissors. These are my Tim Holtz. They're really, really sharp. They cut nice and straight, and they're pretty strong. You want to have like a good scissor because you want to make a clean, you know, cut. You don't want it to like really fray. Not that it's not going to fray, but you need a good scissor, I think. And then I'm going to use, this is from the Dollar Tree. I think it's a wire for, I got it at the plant section. So yeah, I do my wreaths with this. So just have like a wire. All right, so now I like this ribbon. This one I got at Hobby Lobby, like I told you. Well, I want the Merry Christmas to show, so I'm gonna kind of pinch it in the middle, and then I'm going to, I actually want two Merry Christmases, so I'm gonna cut every other Merry Christmas, because when I put it on the tree, I want to pinch it in the middle, and then you can see it on both ends, you know, Merry Christmas and Merry Christmas. So that's what I'm gonna do right here. And yeah, so I'm going to cut every other, you know, two Merry Christmases and then cut. So right here you're gonna scrunch it in the middle, and you're going to get the wire or whatever you're gonna use. So okay, so wrap it a few times, and then you're going to cut it. And I kept, you know, two of the wires. That's why I made it a little long. And then I'm going to cut it right here, and then I stick it in the tree. And then if you want to twist it on one of the branches, you can. All right, so that's how I do these Merry Christmas, you know, instead of just wrapping it around the tree. All right, and that's it. That's how I'm going to do the rest. All right, so for the buffalo check ribbon, same thing. We're going to tie the middle because we want to insert that in the tree so it can be secured, and then make the little bubbles. That's why I make that little middle hook. I guess it's like a little hook. At least it can go into the tree and secure it in one of the branches. So now you're going to put your ribbon. So you can put your ribbon, wrap it around, whichever way you like it. But I do it this way because it's easier. So I cut them because they're easier to work with, because it's kind of hard when you're wrapping it and you want it to look, you know, really, really nice. So these are the steps I do. You can even stick it in the tree like this, you know. You can just stick it in like this. You see? That looks pretty too. Or you can take this ribbon and put it in a branch, the middle part, and then make it like, you know, like bubbly. You see right here, that looks really pretty too. It's easier to work than that big long, you know, roll of ribbon. So that's why I like to cut it and then put it in like that, and then go somewhere else, like over here, and then put the ribbon, tuck the ribbon, you know, and make it a little bubble. How I do it, it's like you stick it in and then you just make, you know, it round like a, you know, like a puffy. And you can do it with double too. You see how I have the double? I'm not gonna stick this in the tree and then kind of, you know, spread it apart and make it puffy. Let me show you. For instance, this one, you can put it here, and then make this loopy. Just stick it on a branch, make this one loopy too, and then you're gonna have 2 loops right here and then in the bottom. Just make another 2 loops. Hold on, let me get the branch in. You see right here, you can have double any kind of pattern you'd like, and then you tuck it in and it makes it a little like puffy, because I know it's hard to work with the long ribbon sometimes, so I make it short that way, and that you can keep a single or you can keep a double. Nice coordinating ribbon, and you can go around your tree, and then you look like you have like puffy little ribbon. So I don't think I'm going to use this ribbon. I think I'm going to just use this buffalo check. All right, so let me give you a close-up. I actually used this one too, so I just pushed it in and then just made the loop, because my ribbon, don't forget, is wire. So when you're doing this, I advise it to be wire. So I did add these two with the buffalo check. And you see how it just makes the loops, and it looks like you just ran it through the whole tree, but you didn't, because it's really difficult to do it with that long ribbon. Sometimes this is the most easiest way to do it. You see? And it looks like you looped it all through the tree. So now I want to show you another thing right here. I put the Merry Christmas in. So right here, the Merry Christmas is like this. All I did was push it in and then kind of fix the ribbon. And then I tuck the ribbon in, like you could see. Everything's tucked. So, but it gives you an illusion that you're bringing it through the tree, but it's not. It's all like separate pieces, if you understand what I'm saying. So this one right here, I gotta just fix. I didn't fix that one. I wanted to show you guys. So all you do is I tuck it in, and then I use the ribbon. I can't do it with one hand, and I tie it around, and then I fix the Merry Christmas like in a bubble, and it looks like it's coming, you get what I'm saying. All right, so I'm gonna put the Merry Christmas now in the tree, and yeah, that's the next step. I did the ribbon bubbly, and it looks like it's all connected. It gives you an illusion. It's easier to handle the ribbon that way, I feel. So that's the illusion it gives it. It's like it looks like you went through the tree and you did it like so perfectly. So that's when you see trees and they look so perfect like that. That's how they do it. It's hard to work with the ribbon when it's really, really long, unless you want to wrap the tree, all around. But if you want like that bubbly, or if you want like them dangling, so that's how I do my ribbon, and it works for me, and it's very, very easy that way. So, and if you see my last year's video, I have the ribbon dangling down. So if you like that, watch that video from last year. I show you how I do that. So this year, I'm showing you how to put the ribbon, in the tree, so you can make those little, I don't know, I guess bubbly, that's what I call it, ribbon. So that's like a little trick they use when they do the tree, a lot of times, to make it look really, really professional. So now I like how this looks. I know there's a lot going on, all the plaid, but I just love it. And all right, okay, you got all your ribbon on, you got everything, the beads, the picks. Now you're going to put the big pieces in. So right after you do the ribbon and stuff, now you're going to see where you want to put the big items. So now, you don't put the big items on top, you put the big items mostly down, And then if you have, and the other trick too, I didn't tell you guys, when you have something up, like even those branches, try to tilt them a little down so they're visible when people look up That's another, like, you know, tip. So the big ones I usually put in the bottom. Oh, and before I start putting the big ones, I'm gonna put these snowflakes, and then I'm gonna put the big ones because this is gonna make my tree look really like snowy. Okay, so I put the snowflakes not hanging, I like tuck them in. So now we're gonna start putting the big ornaments on. As you can see, I put the skates down there, that big snowflake, that big Santa head. So after you put the big ones, now you're going to go in and you're going to put the little ones. Now don't forget, put some inside too, because when you do put in, it makes it like dimensional and it makes it look full. Even though my tree is so full right now, I don't even know where I'm going to put these, but all right. So now you put the little ornaments on. I put all my little ornaments now, so as you can see, it's very full. It looks professional, and I just love how it looks this year. So I'm so happy for my 2017 Christmas tree, and I hope you guys like the little tips, and I hope I gave you guys ideas this year, new ideas. And don't forget, if you want other ideas, you can go to my video from last year. I'm gonna have it linked down below so you can watch that one. And yeah, so I'm really happy. I hope you guys like it. I hope you like the tips I gave. And I'm going to give you a close-up of the tree so you can really get the full effect and see everything I have on the tree, because I know it's a little difficult right now to see. And if you like my tree this year, give this a video a thumbs up. And don't forget, give it a thumbs up, because it shows me that you like what I did, and it helps out, because when you thumbs it up, it's good for my channel. All right, so don't forget the little bell button so you can get notified whenever I put up a video. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget, hit the subscribe button so you can see all the great videos I do. There's many more Christmas videos coming up, and I will see you in my next video. And I hope you always remember to keep designing life. Bye.